So we're going to talk about how to get the most out of your networking bucket. Networking is a key in any type of business where you're going to kind of build a market. There's many different ways that you can do that. The ones that you might commonly know are networking groups. There's tons of them out there. BNIs, Networking After Dark. You can Google search tons of them. The main thing that you got to know about a networking group is the few points you want to know. One, you got to make sure that this group meets on a weekly basis. That is very key because anytime that you're doing any type of networking, basically what you're doing is building trust. And to build trust, to open their book of their friends to give you referrals. And so if you meet every once a month, it's kind of hard to build trust doing that. The second key point is you want to find a group that you are the only life insurance or investment seat in that group. You don't want to have to compete within that group for other people's businesses. There might be different relationships that you don't know about. So if you're meeting weekly and you're the only person in that seat, that's going to open up a lot of different places for you to get more referrals. Now understand this, it's not going to be, hey, I'm going to pay a fee and jump in a group and all of a sudden they're going to open up their book to me. It's going to take time to build trust. And the easiest way to build trust in any type of group is that you are handing them referrals. To get referrals, you got to hand referrals. And so make sure that you're preparing. Some of them will have you do a 60-second type of commercial or 30-second commercial. They call it an ask. This needs to be prepared. This cannot be show up 4 minutes before the meeting and have something. It can't be the same kind of generic referral. It needs to be pinpoint. You need to really understand what you're looking for when you go to these networking meetings, and you need to ask specifically. The best way to do it is specifically ask for certain people, whether it's an HR person for a company, whether it's Joe Smith down the road. You want to be very descriptive in your ask. And then once you get your ask, the biggest thing is when you follow up, you got to take care of these people's referrals. The easiest way to lose referrals is to not take care of that referral, not call them back. And so you want to be very, very quick on your responses, very thorough on your follow-up and feedback. So when we're talking about your ask, once again, being very descriptive is the key. And so if I'm going to a networking event, let's say that I'm looking for a certain business owner. If you have that business owner's name or the HR person's name, that is very important to add to it. So a good example would be this. Hi, I'm Mark Mueller. I work for Fortegic. I handle the life insurance for the group. I also handle key person insurance for the group. I'm looking today to get an introduction to Travis Breeze. He's the owner of such and such restaurants. I would love to get in there. I know he has some key people that need insurance. So if you know Travis, if you would, please just give me a warm introduction to him. So anyway you're saying the name, the more, I could have probably done a better job of giving more description of what he does. But even though that the people in your group do not know that person specifically, guess what? I don't know that person owner the restaurant, but I know the owner of this restaurant. And them understanding what we're trying to do, you might not be able to do it in a 30-second snippet, but if you maybe for the whole month ask for the same person each time and be very descriptive about it, you can be able to add in more content on what you're looking for. The other thing with networking groups is it cannot be show up to the meeting and be done. Like I said before, you have to plan out before the meeting what you're going to say. But the second thing is you have to build the relationships outside the meeting. The easiest way to do that is coffees, lunches. Start inviting every single person in that group out for what we call a one-on-one. That will also build the relationship. Remember, until you build the relationship with these people, they are not going to give up their prize referrals. They will not give their book of business over to you until they understand that you're going to treat them delicately. And so go out to coffee, spend some money on your business, take them to lunch, ask questions. The biggest thing that I ask when I'm talking to a person that I want to be a referral partner with is ask this question, write this down. How can I refer you? All right, so that will open up the conversation. You'll know exactly how you can refer them. What do you think the rebuttal is going to be? Well, how can I refer you? And so then you can very easily teach them the best way to refer you business. And you do those couple tricks, and your referral bucket, your networking bucket will be filled up.